Alright, so this is a 2023 Kawasaki Ninja 400, and we've got the Leo Vince exhaust here, or Vinci exhaust, and we're going to show you the step-by-step on how to take this off and assemble the new exhaust here. This is going to be a complete exhaust assembly from the manifold and everything. This is not a slip-on, so we'll go ahead and start by taking off the fairings. Alright, so using a 4mm Allen, we'll go around and take off the lower fairing bolts. Do that one there. It felt a little loose, but like, alright, so we've still got the center flood piece here. Oh. Actually, that's going to come off together, so if you want to undo the other side, yeah. I'll hold this. This will be a team effort. Hell yeah. Alright, so this right here, you'll see that the exhaust kind of fell off, it's broken. This is why we're replacing it. Don't laugh, blah blah blah. The rest of the exhaust is already missing, so we can't show you the process of getting that bolt that's supposed to be back there out, and the muffler itself and the piece, you know, the tailpipe piece the way there. So that's why it looks like that. That's why we're not showing that. Okay, so next is going to be looking for any oxygen sensors, okay, because we're going to want to remove those before we start taking off the header bolts themselves. There's really not much to it. There's going to be the bolts right up under there, and I'll show those in a second, but let's go ahead and snake through and then check for any oxygen sensors.
Appreciate it.
Alright, so buried right in here is going to be the O2 sensor, so you're going to take a 16mm wrench, go ahead and loosen that up. Should come out pretty easy. If it doesn't come out pretty easy, put some PB Blaster on it and try it right then and there. Or if it's really rusty or whatever and it just won't come out or whatever, just try it in the morning, let that PB Blaster sit overnight. But now that we've got that loose, go ahead and finger it out, like finger walk it out, or put the ratchet over it somehow if you can get the space over it. So we'll go ahead and remove that, and then we'll show the next step.
But it won't affect anything, so it should be.
No. So anyway, counterclockwise on this, and your O2 sensor is going to be out like that. So that's going to be the last thing on this bike, of course, because, you know, it's a little bit broken. But that's going to be the last thing we need to do before we can take off the headers. So now we're going to go ahead and go up underneath and look at the bolts. You can kind of see through here. You can kind of see through there. The headers, the bolts themselves. Let me focus here. There you can see that one right there. So we'll show the process for that, and the sizing and everything looks like a 13mm, but I'll confirm that in a second, and we will get those off. Alright, so through the fairing here you can see there's going to be 4 bolts total, 2 holding on each cylinder. So we'll go ahead and take our 12mm, go ahead and slip it on there. And back that nut off. Obviously having power tools is going to make your life a lot easier. So we got one off. And the other nut, it's just 180 degrees of that. Probably can't see it because of the angle here on the camera, but it's just literally going to be 2 per each exhaust run. So now we'll go ahead and get the other one out. I'll try and reposition this.
I mean, if we had it on the stand, it'd probably be easier, no? The camera or something.
It won't be that much higher. It only lifts the back. If anything, I bring the front lower.
Would it fit on the front?
No. not without readjusting the hell out of it. The front really is supposed to be a different stand anyway.
Yeah.
There you have it. I couldn't even see that bolt. I could just tell where it was. Alright, so let's go ahead and check this out now. So now we are completely headerless and everything. Here, can you bring that back? I'm going to show on the camera what it looks like, just so they know where in reference where the bolts are. So this hole here in front, let's see. This one up front here is going to be for your O2 sensor. Okay, the headers sit in there like this, and this is how the orientation of the bolts are. Basically, one is going to be 180 degrees of itself. You know, there's just two per exhaust run here. So this exhaust here itself is actually pretty light. It's actually pretty light. This exhaust, it's actually pretty light. It's really not that heavy.
7 pounds lighter.
Yeah, this is not bad. Most of that weight was probably in that muffler.
Yeah.
The old one. Yeah, but anyway, this is very simple. 12mm nuts. So literally we only have four 4mm Allen bolts, 2 5mm Allen bolts, and then 4 12mm nuts. And this is just, you know, exhaust off, and now we're going to go ahead and put the new runners on and get everything bolted back up. So let's go ahead and take a look at our parts and unbox. Alright, so we've got 3 pieces here basically. We've got these 2 little tubes, and they're going to connect into each other to get the proper alignment on the curvature of the exhaust ports here. And then we've got our mid pipe here. Okay, and this is going to have our O2 sensor plug-in, but this one's going to be our cap off, and that's going to be our O2 sensor plug-in there. So we're going to cap this one off with the one that they provided, and then after you get this in, there are going to be some spring clips here. So we'll go ahead and put one on one end, just like that, and pull it to the other end. And you want it to be nice and tight. You don't want that to go anywhere, and really that won't go. These are good quality clips. So after you get one on, go ahead and get the other one on. With the hanger that they provide, and there you go. So now this whole thing is going to be connected together. It's basically just a flangeless system at that point. Just the tension off the spring clips here is what's going to hold it together. Alright, and like I said, depending on if you're a Z400 or Ninja 400, it's going to depend on which one of these you're going to use for your oxygen sensor, but we're going to put ours back in the same location that it was. So anyway, unless it doesn't reach, then it would probably be that, but either way we've got a cap off for whichever one doesn't reach. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it'll go. Yeah, we'll see here. So now we'll work on mocking up and putting on the flanges. That's alright, I got it. Alright, so you're going to want to put these on first. Make sure your gasket's in there, and the long side is going to go in, the short side is going to go out, and then you can put the headers on here and put the spring clips on them to seat them in there. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to use 2 people. It's obviously way easier with 2 people, but we'll go ahead and mock this up.
I just realized it's going to matter which... We got one in.
Yep.
Maybe a little too spaced apart, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't read that now. Looks like one fits and the other doesn't.
Okay, we'll adjust it. Alright, so we've got the 4 bolts up there, got them torqued to spec, and we have our exhaust hang our seat clips, the spring style clips there on the bottom. The O2 sensor tightened up. Alright. And the muffler with the 2 clips. Okay, you're going to want to use the hanger tool. It's like the little pull tool that we showed earlier. There's the exhaust. This here is the tool. So you basically just grab it like that. Yep, and pull it would be easier to put the muffler on first and then pull it downward rather than pull it up, save your back. And then the bolt setup for the muffler itself. And yeah, here she is. So we'll pull her out, we'll finish getting the fairings back on, and we'll pull her out, start her up, and do a little idle clip.
I got this part soon.
Okay, cool. Yeah, mine went in a lot easier now.
This one I'm gonna do tight because that's what holds in the fairing. You got your side or no?
Yeah, I'm already done.
Oh yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Even this one?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright.
Yep. That was badass.
That was bad. Did you see how fun? You gotta send me that footage.
Effortless,
God.
bro. Effortless flame.